All right, guys, so here we are back with part 2 of the garden tour. We're going to do the backyard now. Like I said in the previous video, we tried to get it in under 20 minutes. It just wasn't going to work. I think we talked too much.
Yeah, we did. We just wanted to talk about every little thing.
But here's part 2. Hope you guys enjoy it.
Okay, let's do this.
All right, guys, so the backyard bed here, we did the video as you saw the sunshine ligustrum and the laurel petalums bordering the whole bed here, and I absolutely love the way that came out. It looks beautiful. There's a lot more stuff that we can show, a lot more stuff that we can talk about. We could talk about it all day. I just don't want this video to get too long, but some of the stuff we came back to was not doing too well, and we originally did a video, but you know, we felt that it wasn't right to show that. I could pop up some pictures here. Some of the stuff just didn't do too well without being watered, and then the rain that was out here. The ones that took it bad were the little lime hydrangeas. Those completely just didn't do well at all. They completely trunched the blooms.
Yeah.
So like I said,
excuse the weeds. We haven't
even mulched back here.
Yeah.
You know, with things that happened, the progress kind of stopped, and we just didn't get to it. But like I said, everything else looks really, really good. The Rosa Sharons, so these are producing buds again. Just a little story on that. We had some spider mites kind of growing all over the place back here on the crepe myrtles and the Rosa Sharons. We blasted them with water, sprayed them with soap and water, and it looks like we've gotten rid of most of it. I haven't seen any, but it looks like we got rid of most of it, and this one's starting to bud back up again, so that's doing pretty good. Hopefully we'll get some blooms here.
Buds already coming.
Yeah, the other one down the way over there did bloom some. We have the arbs here that are flanking our bed here, and then some autumn joy sedum. This color absolutely looks amazing.
I am so happy with this. It's just so pretty, guys.
So like I said, so with these baskets here,
yeah,
these are the ones that took the biggest hit. It doesn't look pretty at all right now. We filled it in with some verbena and whatever we have left. But I'll show you some pictures. This one absolutely did terrible with the weather out here. The rain just didn't get enough water in them, and whatever water they get was just pure rainwater, and it was just they were terrible.
Yeah,
I mean,
so
everything pretty much died back.
I filled in with verbena, but you know what I just noticed? That is hilarious. I had propagated some petunias, and I thought I just propagated a bunch of Bordeaux, and look what's in here. This one's a bubble gum. Well, it made it in.
Yep.
So, I mean, they took off. It looks really bad right now, but right here, the one that made it again was the verbena. That verbena right there. What are these, baby? The punch? I keep on forgetting these punch. Guys. They're super bells.
Great punch bells.
That made it. This Bordeaux amazingly made it. And then I went ahead and popped in another verbena, which is purple. Oh, your myrtles have a little bit of bloom back.
So the myrtles, like I said, with the spider mites, they're starting to bloom back some. We got rid of the spider mites, like I said, so hopefully we'll get some nice blooms coming out of it.
We still haven't taken the tags off. Look, guys. Literally, when everything happened, we just took off and didn't do anything else.
The Rosa Sharon, after we sprayed
it is.
After we sprayed it down, it's coming back as well. That one has a beautiful color and the red, dark red throat in there.
Yeah, you can't see it right now. There's no buds yet. Oh, here they are. Hold on, guys. There's that red inside of it. There's ants on them. Okay.
All right, so over here we have some holly berries. These are part of our winter pots that we use for Christmas. We decorated them really, really nice, and that's something, like I said, we can't wait for the seasons to change. We always do something with our pots in the front during the seasons. So this is a nice, these will start turning red soon. Has a nice, good pop to it. So these roses right here,
I have everything everywhere right now, guys. So
this is a hybrid tea rose. As you can see, the bloom there looks amazing.
It gives you so many. There's hold on, the lighting. I don't know if y'all can see that, but it gives you so many different. That one's already wearing out. But.
Then we have some other random stuff here. We have some more verbena here. Like I said,
I'm gonna put those in the basket.
Verbena's the toughest plant that we have out here. Seems like it. Some more gardenias here that are starting to bloom again. This one's constantly blooming. We just keep pruning it back. This one here is another. So this is a line of roses that we bought. This one's actually a Pearly Gates rose. This one was diseased. We cut it back completely, and they were in the ground. But we potted them just to get them out of the ground. This was what's in the backyard bed before. We just pulled them all out, and I'll show you the other ones as we go down the line, which ones were in the ground. But these are doing good after we cut them back. Not sure what we're gonna do with them completely. We'll probably put them in some terracotta pots.
I was thinking terracotta. I'm noticing back here, they seem to like being in containers, and they give us more of a bloom. So.
And right here we have the David Austin Wisley. This one was the one that I did a video on that had gray mold. So we treated it. It's absolutely done well. The foliage is back. It keeps blooming.
More buds.
I don't intend on putting this one back in the ground. There's just not any space for it. So we'll end up taking this one with us and probably putting it in a better pot once it does well. Once the winter comes and then spring comes, we'll put it in a new pot, and hopefully it'll
once temperatures drop.
Yeah, it'll flourish and look nicely. Over here we have some potato vine. This is a Illusion Midnight Lace potato vine.
Yeah, I might put that one around here somewhere. I'm still working on this area, even though it's late. I'm still trying to get some plants in that didn't make it in the ground earlier.
So excuse this right here. This is newly planted stuff that was
so it looks sad.
It was taken out of some shade containers. And then these were some of the illustrious elephant ears that we have as well that we just put in the ground. We were gonna do a water feature back here. I had plans to do a pond and something nice. Just with us leaving town and not being here, that plan got scrapped, and so we're gonna go ahead and do that next year. If we have plenty of time here, we'll have something nice back here. But we went ahead and planted this stuff. This stuff came out of, like I said, this is some Carex grass. It came out of a shade container that we had that just didn't do too well in the patio area. Didn't get enough sun, and we'll show you the elephant ears that we actually pulled out of that container. I think we found a nice spot for them. It actually looks good.
So we'll keep you updated and see what happens with this. Hopefully it takes well.
This is another rose bush that we had. Some of the blooms are already gone, but this is a nice star-shaped bloom, pink in color. This is not one we had in the ground. I had a tree stump that I was going to carve out and actually put that in the tree stump. That just never happened. I still have the tree stump in the garage, and that'll be something that I'll probably do next year and take it with us. So hopefully that'll come out looking nice. Like I said, this one's no disease or nothing. It just hasn't been planted in the ground. It's been in the container.
The water did beat a lot of the rose bushes really bad.
All right, so the Birdbath Area.
I'm so happy about this part, guys.
We had the stone crop in here, and there still is some stone crop in here.
It's right here.
Gotta find it. It's doing good in the shade. Part sun to shade with all this covering it, but we went ahead and put the potato vine in here. My wife, like I said, this is the one we propagated from the containers in the front, and as you can see how long it's gotten since we propagated. We literally used about this much to propagate, and it's just gone crazy. So again, potato vine, easy to propagate. All my wife did was just cut some, stick it in the ground, and
I didn't even fertilize this potato vine,
and it created the nice border that we wanted around the Super Tunia bubblegum.
Yeah, I didn't want to give up. I wanted to get this look, and I told my husband I'm gonna get it somehow. So much potato vine everywhere. I wanted the lime green surrounding. It's even making its way in there. And you know, we have those weeds that the dollar weed, is that what you call it? And I go in there and take it out once in a while, but I gotta tell you, it's one of the most prettiest weeds that I've seen, and I love it. I sometimes just leave it. I actually leaving it over there under the bench as well.
All right, guys, so what we have over here, like I said, we had a line of roses in the back bed over there.
We have not done that great with the roses.
These are the ones that we have in the ground. The roses we have in the front have done amazing. These are just not, they got diseased back here. We treated them and still having some issues with them. I don't have the heart to throw them away. So we're gonna figure out what we do with these. Maybe cut them back completely and see what they do. But that one over there is a Queen Elizabeth. This one here is a Miss Congeniality. This one has some nice blooms to it.
She's not blooming, right? She just had blooms actually, and just right here. You see, they just actually finished. And what is it called? Queen Elizabeth. Before we left, I put her in the ground, and I might have done a big mistake in doing that. I'm not sure if she just got in shock, but she had leaves. She had so many blooms. When we came back, I noticed a lot of the blooms that were dead. So she had performed really well while we were gone, but maybe I wasn't here to really look after her, and that's what happened. Or just got shocked.
All right, so over here we have the Firelight Hydrangea that we were gonna put in the ground, but we ended up not. We were testing this one out. As you can see in the pictures here, it's in full sun. We figured it'd do well in full sun. It just didn't. It completely crunched the blooms. So again, like I said, all this stuff out here that we're doing we're learning. We're trying to gain some knowledge in what we're doing, and just for future references, we're learning what goes well and what doesn't. I'm sure we can get these to grow in the sun. It's just a matter of
it was the rain and humidity.
Yeah, just a matter of putting it in the ground, and we'll get it in the ground though, probably when we move or see what we do with it.
But we'll be doing another hydrangea video with all the experimenting we did, and let y'all know what to expect and what things thrived and not here in hydrangeas.
And here's a vanilla strawberry hydrangea as well that we had. This one we bought it. It was already crunching, so we, it didn't do too well. We went ahead and cut the blooms off on it. All right, so what we have back here is, let me show y'all something real quick
that I went insane doing.
So this is just a pot of random propagations. So we have some heuchera here. This thing was pretty much dead. We had it in a little Halloween fall decor, little wagon. It looked dead. We pulled it out, put it in here, and it's done well. We have some mums here that you can see is starting to bloom a little bit. And then we have here some little lime hydrangea that just decided it was going to propagate on its own as well.
It was just a stick it had nothing, like what, 2 leaves?
Yep, and this is Annabelle Hydrangea.
Yeah.
Didn't show any blooms, but this one propagated as well.
She's been doing great in there. So y'all remember the heucheras that were so crunchy in the front. Well, excuse those weeds again. Haven't been able to get in there and mulch properly or do anything to it, but I went ahead and put those heucheras back here. Still has some mud on them because of the rain, the small rain we've been getting, but there's a tiny one back there that was the one that I didn't think that was gonna make it. It did. It's just little, and I mean, they're doing good. They're not crunchy anymore. And then we have Annabelle Hydrangea.
So this Annabelle Hydrangea had plenty of blooms. It's still growing, as you can see. Still trying to produce some.
It's still producing,
and it's still got little blooms down there. We put like I said, another cage on the bottom there to keep it upright. These blooms right here, they get so heavy, it just completely, without the cage there, this one would probably be on the ground right now.
And that's just water. That is just so much water damage.
So this one was, it was completely full, but if y'all remember one of the videos, Lady, our bulldog, she kind of came down here and terrorized it and destroyed half of the blooms.
The roots were showing.
It was bad,
yeah.
But this one by far would have probably been the best showcase that we had back here. It just completely got destroyed. What I have back here is I have a Sunset Wheat hops. This one is it's a vine. I didn't put a trellis on it. Just wanted to see the foliage. It's done really, really well back here. You got a little bit of hops forming back here. Nothing too crazy, but this thing's absolutely doing well. It's growing. It looks nice. We're gonna probably put a trellis up here and see what it does later. It's already kind of late in the season, but we'll see what we get going with that. We have another holly berry right here. This one's growing a little bit bigger than the one we have in the back, but come winter or whenever we start doing our Christmas pots, we can prune it back a little bit just to shape it up. Yeah, the ground's kind of unlevel right here.
Yeah, I didn't notice that.
So these are the roses I propagated in one of the earlier videos. This one I don't think took at all. So like I said, it
has some black on the bottom.
It was an experiment.
You can see right there.
The other one's still green, still going.
Yeah,
so
that one's healthy.
I think that one might make it. But we'll see in time. We'll pull them out and see if we got any roots, and we'll make it go pretty good. So over here we have our Limelight Hydrangeas.
Yeah, so before we left, I put out that video of the the limelights, and they have grown. They did spread a lot more. As y'all can tell, they went ahead and spread. I'm just getting a little scared here, but I think it's just the water, all the raining that's been happening here. It has a little bit of a crunch. These two, it's not that bad though. It's done great. I actually shouldn't have, and I went for it. I did the whole opposite of it. I hear they're so tough, and they have been. I went ahead and put them actually the opposite, which was morning. It's more of the morning shade and afternoon sun, and it should be the other way around. But they've been performing really well. They are tough. And then we have the Mona lavender. I went ahead and squeezed back there, and most people would probably go ahead and put the Mona lavender in the front, but I wanted that color back there. So you do what you want in your garden. I went and did it because I wanted this guy right here. I wanted the coleus, this beautiful color against it. Fall is coming, so I thought that would look really pretty. I just let these grow. The hummingbirds love it. And then the elephant ears that my husband was talking about.
So yeah, those elephant ears, those are the ones that were in shade containers. We went ahead and put them back here to get a nice color contrast. I think once they grow, if you can see that, the green, lime green against the black looks pretty good.
Oh, down there didn't show them, and we're being super real here, guys. So there's still weeds and stuff. We haven't been able to really do much out of here.
That's some Dusty Miller there.
Dusty Miller that we had. How bad are we? We had it since the beginning of spring.
Yep.
And I didn't use it, and I said why not? But it's not filling in, so I might go look for something else in a silver color.
Alright, and we have another elephant ear. That was an indoor elephant ear that we had. We went ahead and put it out here, and it's done really well.
Probably take it out and put it back indoors though.
Yeah, over winter we'll take it out, put it back indoors.
Such a huge bee.
Here is a yellow hibiscus. So this hibiscus was originally for Picasso, the chameleon. Turns out this hibiscus didn't like the humidity in there, and probably wasn't getting enough artificial sun from the light setup we have in there. So it's something I got to look into as far as changing out the light system, maybe getting something a little bit stronger so I can put some more plants in there. So it's coming out pretty good though. It's a little one. Don't plan on doing nothing crazy with it. Gave this one to my daughter, and she absolutely loves it. We have another hibiscus over here. This one's a bigger. This one's 2 years. It has no blooms right now, but when it blooms, it started off a single bloom, and now it's doing a double bloom with the hotter weather. But that one's absolutely doing great. That's a reddish orange color.
And you told them the double bloom.
Yep. And then here's some other stuff, like I said here, that just absolutely didn't do too good in the rain. Some random stuff that we hadn't potted yet. We were planning to put in the backyard bed, but didn't do too good without getting water and stuff like that.
It rained, but I mean, it was probably it wasn't getting enough rain. The rainwater wasn't really drenching the pots.
Yep.
So that's what happened to them. But they're coming back, and I have them here because I've been working on them. So if y'all see so many things here and there, I'm just learning and working and trying to bring everything back. And then we have our little table over there of my propagation station right here, where good and bad things happening here. I use a lot of the little super petunias to propagate around here. What else? Bringing back plants that I had in containers for a while now. This is actually Bordeaux propagated, coming back, and tons of creeping Jenny. And there is, I forget the name of this one that is coming back, Lobelia. I'm reviving that one back, and the temperatures are going to cool off, so I will be able to be using these again if they come back.
Yeah, for a lot of the little stuff, we have a little pop-up greenhouse that we put in the patio area, and last year we did it, and stuff actually did well in there.
Yeah, and more potato vine. This guy's like everywhere. I don't think this made it. This was another one. There's good and bad going here. Well, I don't know. We'll see.
Alright guys, so sorry this got a little bit long. If you stuck around to watch the whole thing, we greatly appreciate it. Like I said, we could talk about this stuff all day. We could probably go longer. We just had a lot of fun this season, and you know, everything's looking pretty good. We just wanted you to see what we got going on back here in our yard.
I really wish that we would have shown a lot more pretty, but you know, we've been learning so much that it's, you know, the learning experience is not always going to be like that. So this is a real thing happening here, and we just appreciate everybody that's been watching us, and I hope that y'all are enjoying it. We're having tons of fun making these videos for everybody to see and for us to go ahead and keep a record of. So for anybody that's new, if you like this, please go ahead and keep watching, as we have so much more planned coming up.
All right, guys, so if you haven't given us a like, please give us a like, and if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.